swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Best. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Got his man to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not one to fit it in against double coverage. And he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
They'll run play action. Firing toward the end zone. Another incompletion on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bring in the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Washington wants to go quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to pass. It's Osborne. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Takes a hit as he fires. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it pushed down at the 39.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the left side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's DeMarco. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Slings it. Oh, it's a fumble.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forces the fumble, and get the touchback.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. He's got the back in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
There's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown time! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going with the ground game left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. quarterback making checks. It's complete.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Unleashes one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it. 3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Wants to throw. It's Osborne. Still looking, on the move. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Oh, look look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Under fire. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He breaks a tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle. Because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Out of the gun, they get it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
3rd down, red zone play, turning it on. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here when you have a red zone weapon like this dude. Use him.
And when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
A little release to the back. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot.
Continues to fight for yards. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's DeMarco. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's DeMarco. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Here we go. Under.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And it takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42.
Will take over. First and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Washington! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and
breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That's caught. It's DeMarco. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Might be calling a hot route. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Touchdown, Alabama! Put it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To throw, it's Osborne. Got his man on the right. Across the 45. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Motion from the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The crowd gets behind this defense. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's DeMarco. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grab near the sticks. It's DeMarco. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Tide with the first and 10. They just keep firing. Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now it's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse